Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about the RSA algorithm. RSA is a public key encryption algorithm widely used to protect sensitive information such as financial data, password, and personal messages. So, how does RSA work? For that, let's recall public key encryption. In public key encryption, there are two keys. One is public key and a private key. The public key is known to everyone and it is used to encrypt the data. The private key is known only to the recipient and is used to decrypt the data. Now, coming back to the RSA algorithm, it is based on the mathematical concept of prime numbers. Let's see how it works. For that, first we need to choose two large prime numbers. Let's say P and Q. When choosing this P and Q, you should always remember the security of RSA is based on the fact it is very hard to factorize large prime numbers. This means it is very hard to determine P and Q from N. The security of RSA also depends on the random selection of the prime numbers P and Q. Always keep in mind before choosing the prime numbers. After choosing the large prime numbers P and Q, now we have to find out the N. What is the N? N is nothing but product of P and Q. This is called as RSA modulus. Our next step is choosing a small public exponent E. This E should follow the two requirements. This E should be always less than N. The N which we got in our previous step, product of P and Q. The next requirement is when you choose E, this E and P minus 1 product of Q minus 1 are relatively prime. What does it mean? The two numbers have no common factors other than 1. Keep in your mind. In this step, we have to choose our private exponent D. It should satisfy this equation. D product E, which is equal to 1 mod product of P minus 1 product of Q minus 1, because this is going to be your RSA private key. Now we got our public exponent E, private exponent D and a product of large prime number N. How we are going to encrypt it with these numbers? Let's see. To encrypt a message, for example, plain text P, Bob uses Alice public key, N and E. As I said earlier in the public key encryption, now we are good to distribute this public key exponent E value and N to all the cryptographic users. Now let's see how to encrypt and decrypt a message using these values. To encrypt a message P, plain text, Bob uses Alice public key and the N value. What is Alice public key here? E. And the N value, product of two prime numbers. To compute the ciphertext, we have to use this formula. Ciphertext is equal to plain text power E mod N. Here E is the public key of the recipient. How we can decrypt it? Alice now uses her private key, the component D, to compute the plain text. Plain text equal to ciphertext power D mod N. Here Alice is using the private key letter D. This is how RSA algorithm works. Let's see the summary of it. Choose two large prime numbers, P and Q. Find out the product of P and Q, which is N. Select a public key component E and select a D private key component and encrypt and decrypt using the following formula. Why it is widely used? RSA was one of the first public key encryption algorithm. It has been extensively studied and tested over the years. It is also widely supported by software and hardware platforms, making it easy to use. That is why it is widely used in all applications. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure to subscribe, like, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Bye.